Hello, and as any booth owner knows, this is the busy time of year. So this video, we're going to see a whole bunch of things. You are going to see the beginnings of my Christmas display at my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. I actually started working on the booth display before I left for my trip to Appleton, Wisconsin. If you didn't see that video, I hit the Goodwill bins for the very first time, so I will put a link here. I am also going to take you thrifting, and I have some projects that I got from the thrift store that I'm going to upcycle and get them ready to put in my booth. So come along, this is going to be fun. But first, let's go back in time to before I left for Appleton, Wisconsin. Hello, and today, I don't know if you can see behind me, but the car is loaded up. You see, in just a few days, I'm leaving to be a part of Sonnet's retreat in Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm trying to do all the things before I leave. You know, as a booth owner, if you're going to be gone for a week, you probably got a lot to do. Back there, I don't know, you can maybe see the red plaid right there, but there's Christmas. And the date? It's end of September right now. Why did I decide to finally bring it in, even though it's a little earlier than I know most people do? But for me, I've had it out, I think, in August before. The reason is this. I'm going away for a week. I was starting to clear out my booth to make space for some Christmas items. And I also, over the weekend, got a really huge haul of amazing vintage ornaments. I got Shiny Brights, I got American Glass, and I also, a while back, there's a past video where I got a Christmas tree, a little white one. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to get that out before I go because I want to make sure my booth before I leave is totally like stacked and packed with goodies to hopefully make some sales. I got all of my items unpacked out of my vehicle, and now we're going to go take a look at my space. We'll see what we'll be working with. This area here with the buffet, I'm actually going to move the buffet to the back space that I'm going to take you to. I decided it'd be smart just to concentrate into small areas, and if I swap out the buffet and put it back here and maybe put that white dresser in the front, get rid of the hats. We're going to put Christmas in here, and let's just get started. I do find, since I have the larger booth space, you know, sometimes just rotating things really can make a difference. If you have more than one booth, you can do exactly the same thing. It's not that difficult, and it really makes everything look fresh and clean. And I'm really limiting what I'm going to be putting in this space. Now, as I'm taking things down, some are going home, but a lot are just finding new homes within my booth space. I like how the buffet looks. We put some lamps. We've got now a gold mirror. That is the white Christmas tree that I found, really fluffy and vintage. And I'm just putting it all in place. Over the years, one of my personal pet peeves has been putting tags on Christmas ornaments. Oh my goodness, they always come off if you put them on like this. So you will see me, I'm adding on a piece of tape. I do hang some on trees in my booth, but I also really like to use the bifold doors or old shutters to hang them. They're a lot easier for customers to grab what they'd like. Let me show you what I've done. Here's the before with a lot of white. I think the buffet really kind of anchors everything, and it's going to give me a good staging spot to add a lot more Christmas. All of the ornaments are hung up and on display, also on the tree. After I got the tree set up, I realized I probably should have added lights, but I didn't have them with me, and I'm in a time crunch. I was heading out on vacation the next day, so this is what it's going to look like for now. I can always play with it more. Here's that front section, and here's how I transformed it. And once again, we've got a good contrast with the dark door and the light dresser. Moving some items just around just for some interest. I'm liking how it turned out, especially on a very tight schedule. Sometimes moving things around makes all the difference. It was so good that I put those ornaments in early. I sold quite a few, although when I came back, it was so funny because a lot of the blue ornaments were left. So blue, not very popular right now. I don't know. Years past, I've put Christmas in my booth all the way back in like August, because it sells, and I've done quite well having it in my booth that early. In fact, on this channel, there are so many videos that you can check out, and you can see all of my past Christmas displays. Now, let's take a look at how I'm beginning to ring in Christmas. Back at my booth, and I'm excited to show you what I have set up and been working on in my space. As you enter Plaza Antiques in Lincoln Park, Michigan, this is the main mall. If you want to head to my space, you walk past the cashier station, and then you're gonna turn left. And in this space, I share it with one other booth owner, but pretty much most of the space is mine. That yellow cabinet in the back is my mom's area. She sells painted porcelain, so if you're there, check it out. Throughout this space, I have been working hard. In fact, the day before I did my Christmas, I spent about 6 hours in this corner space that I'm going to take you to first. It's amazing if you're just putting things back together how long it takes. I moved this yellow bookcase here just to give me a little bit more room. Mid-century modern is really hot right now. We're selling a lot of it, so I wanted to stack it. I also worked on this space, just combining things, making sure we're putting like items together and making things just look pretty and different. Also, of course, bring in the fall and the Christmas, and I love paint by numbers, so you're gonna see them all throughout my space. As we walk out of this area, we're gonna head to the Christmas display, and I want you to take a look at what I've set up so far. And as you're watching that video, please keep in mind it is still a work in progress. It is always a work in progress. In fact, I thought I had a lot more vintage Christmas items than I did. So my next stop and a little reward for myself was to head off to the thrift store to see if I could find anything else. Time to shop, and I'm hoping they're gonna have Christmas. And I see it. Let's go see what we can find. Oh, these are cute. Cupid, Comet, Dancer, Donner, Prancer, Vixen, Dasher, Blitzen. How many reindeers are there? There's only 8 of those. I think I'm missing one. Okay, let's keep looking. Ooh, we got ornaments. It's always a good idea to look through old stockings when you see them. Unfortunately, these are brand new. And the worst part was these were like $4 to $5 each. Prices have definitely gone up. So I decided to pass, but you never know what you're going to find. And those Christmas grab bags, I have found great stuff in past years, so I'm always looking. I believe this one was around $4, but there was just nothing very good in it, so I decided to leave it and keep looking. Luckily, I did because I found a little treasure. Handmade items are really hot right now, and this little Joy canning jar I decided to take home with me. It was $1.91. Stay tuned to the end to see what else I brought home. They also had a whole stack of Christmas wreaths. These were about $5 each, so I decided to pass on them. There wasn't anything vintage. I also decided I wasn't going to just look for Christmas. I mean, I could check out other things, right? I had found a dish like this recently in Wisconsin for about $1 cheaper, but I continued looking. It's always fun to look at the thrift store. There were some good items, some funny items, overpriced items. There was also some more items that I added to my cart. I'm going to show you my full thrift haul here in just a few moments, and I will tell you what I paid, but really, overall, the prices in Michigan are just so much more expensive, and the prices just seem to be pretty much climbing, at least at thrift stores. I was really spoiled on my vacation to Wisconsin. Let's take a look at my thrift haul. From the thrift haul, there were 2 items that I got fairly cheap, and I knew I could really upcycle them easily and place them into my booth. In my booth, I can have some home goods and other items. It doesn't have to be strictly vintage. So the very first item I'm going to show you is the reindeer that I got. This is just a little wooden reindeer cutout. I liked the dark stain on it. I knew if I applied DIY cottage color in plaster to it, which is DIY paint and top coat in one, I could distress it back. I'd get that really pretty dark stain underneath. And then I decided I would finish it off with the IOD Winter Botanist Transfer. If you haven't tried transfers before, they are so simple and they really give you a finished look to all of your pieces. In fact, I will put a link here to an IOD video if you want to check out more. This project was super simple. When I was done, I sealed it, and then I put the little ribbon with the jingle bell back on it, and he was ready to go to my booth. For the next project, I wanted to just kind of make the laugh sign look a little bit better. It looked worn and tired, and it wasn't a really happy little sign. A real easy way to do that is using Sweet Pickins oil wax, and I'm using it this time in clear. And what it is going to do is it's going to soak into the wood. It's going to nourish the wood and bring back the color. Also, it will provide a really good sealer. All you do is, well, I poured it on. You can brush it on. I just didn't have any chip brushes handy. I just poured it on. I worked it in with a rag. And then I let it set for 15 minutes. Once it was dry, I wiped back and let the whole piece dry to put it in my booth, and I think it's looking so much better now. These are both very simple projects, and I think anyone could take these tips and make something beautiful for your own booth or even your own home. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the new style where I kind of took you to my booth, I took you thrifting, and I showed you how I get pieces ready for my booth. If you need any of the painter products I was using, you can head over to shoptheturnedleg.com and I will ship them right to your door. Thanks again, everyone. I love this channel and I love this little community that we have grown. It means the world to me. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create. Oh, and if you want to find out more about this piece that I'm working on, I found it in my travels in Wisconsin for like around $10. Super good deal. I'm working on it live on Facebook, and you can follow along at The Turned Leg. I do weekly lives every Monday at 8:30 Eastern, or you can catch the replay.